Hey guys, just got done watching What the Health and I highly recommend it. Honestly, I don't know why I wasn't more excited about this when I first heard it was coming out. I didn't know a lot about it. Sometimes you hear about these movies before they're being made. This one kind of snuck up, took me by surprise. Finally got around to watching it like 5 days after it came on Netflix. I had actually already promoted it on my most private Facebook page. And I'm about to go to all my other pages and promote the hell out of it because honestly, it's the best movie I've ever watched. Ever. Like, it's better than Avatar. It's better than Vegucated. That made me go vegetarian. It's better than Earthlings. It honestly, it's the shit. Like, I felt like, a third of the way through or so, half the way through, I was like, oh man, I've heard all of this before. I was just like, yeah, telling. I watched it with my kids the first time. It's like, yeah, I already know all this. Like, that, I'm adding stuff to what they're saying. Then about halfway through, I'm like, oh, fuck. Yes, like seriously, this is the shit. It gets into details about things that I've wanted to do videos on. It has a lot of topics that I've done videos on, topics that Durian Ryder's done videos on. Fucking awesome. It's the shit. It talks about specifically like which of these, health society groups that you pay donations to and do walks for, like which ones are funded by which pharmaceutical company and all of that. It talks about all the health. It talks about the environment. It talks about everything. And the best part is there's not a slow moment to it. They keep it coming. They just keep it coming. They don't even give you a second. Like, you got to watch it a couple times. And vegans should be literally just using the hell out of this to promote. If you haven't, go watch it. It's on Netflix. It's on Vimeo. Find it. Watch it. Even if you just go to look up an article about it and post the article. There's one really good article I posted on my page. I'll post it to my KlaireeBerry page as well if I haven't already. It really breaks down some of the stats. And I think if you just even Google search, before I get this up, if you search for stats about What the Health, then you will be able to see these memes, basically. I mean, you could probably save them and share them. I'm sure it wouldn't be a big deal. The sources are on there. Like, fuck yes. Like, I've been waiting for a movie like this. It's amazing. And I'm really, really, really excited. That's basically my review about it because it deserves to be seen. And I really, truly, like, I got goosebumps in the middle of it. I was like, holy shit, like, this is the turning point. And I tell you, I'm a moderator for Vegan Kansas City, and I've had more people coming in consistently to the Facebook group than ever before. I've been the mod for a few years now. Like, seriously, it's coming in like 3, 4, 5, and 10 a day sometimes even. And that is unheard of. I used to get like 3 a week. I didn't even have to check it. So I'm really, really, really excited about that movie. I'm really excited about the statistics, you guys. I know that Durian Ryder had I'm going to fly in here. Durian Ryder had a video, and I didn't even watch it. He's probably trolling. He's talking about something about humanity. Like, I know a lot of people have a really bad outlook on humanity, and I want to steer away from that because things are getting better. Focus on the positive. What you focus on flourishes. So if you're focusing on the love, if you're focusing on the health, if you're focusing on all the positive aspects of veganism, people can't argue with that. People can argue with the this and that, where the people can say there's no pain, plants feel pain. They can argue with everything, but they cannot argue with real life examples. So, and it is veganism. I always say I love the hashtag vegan for everything. I do all of them. I say vegan for the animals, vegan for the environment, vegan for health, vegan for everything. Honestly, it's a table, you guys. It's a fucking table. If you don't have all 4 legs, your table's gonna be wobbly. Even if one's imbalanced, you shouldn't deny the benefits just because you care for the animals. It doesn't make sense. And because so many people, when you're a carnist, when you're carnivore, when you're brainwashed, you're still consuming animal products that are part of you, you are deep in it. And you can't just all of a sudden say, oh yeah, I love the animals, because you've told yourself so many lies that you've been washed from birth. Like, what other industry brainwashes you from birth? Like, that's why it's so difficult. And it also it's deep because it has to do with people's calories, what they need every single day. And whenever you try to take away their calories, it's a deep thing. And people are like, fuck you. Like, I don't care who you are. I don't care how long we've been knowing each other. this isn't cool, and they'll find every way to throw you under the bus and say you're egotistical when you're the one trying to help. They'll say you're trying to tell other people how to live when you're just trying to tell people not to hurt your friends, you know, the animals. Like, every excuse in the book people will come up with, because that cognitive dissonance is real, and it is not fun. I was gonna say it hurts, but it does. It's a not pleasant experience. I don't want to say it's painful, but for some people maybe. I don't know. Everybody experiences pain differently, I guess. But you got to go through it sometimes through the ego. You know, the ego is going to be there first. You're going to be able, that's how, I mean, I always say that's how it worked for me. I went vegetarian for the environment, but I went vegan for my fucking health. And then I realized that milk is murder. And then I realized that eggs are murder. Then I realized that, you know, everything. Like, and there's so many levels. Just keep going, keep trying to get better and better, and don't be scared. If you're watching this and you are not a vegan yet, literally, don't be scared. I think I'm going to put out some new videos on going vegan, because basically the gist of it is this. It's fucking easy. Put your mind to it. Get educated. Say, I'm going to fucking do this. Watch Vegucated. Watch Earthlings. Watch Cowspiracy. Watch What the Health. Watch Forks Over Knives. There's another one off the top of my head. Watch any fucking YouTube video on animal cruelty possible. The making of a murderer is fucking potent. Making of a murderer vegan style. Didn't get enough views last time I saw it. I was trying to promote it a year ago. Fucking amazing. There's a billion reasons to go vegan, literally. Like, everything, pretty much everything you can do, especially even in the realm of health, even in the micro realm, you know, in veganism of health, it helps everything. Dr. Greger put it in words something like, you can take a drug for this, you take a drug for heart, you take a drug for blood pressure, you take a drug for diabetes, you take a drug for, you know, impotence, you take a drug for whatever. Like, there are literally people who are on 25, who knows, like, I would like to know the Guinness Book of World Records, like, who's taking the most drugs, because I'm sure it's a crazy amount. And people think that, like, I don't know, my Chinese medical doctor from the past always told me, like, you can only process like 8 different drugs at once. And we don't even realize the little things that we do, like coffee. That's an actual drug. People try to say sugar's so bad, but they're okay with drinking coffee. Like, it's a drug. Hello. Like, is sugar a drug? No. I mean, if you think about food in general as a drug, yeah, technically a drug is something that changes your brain chemistry. And yes, food does that. Love does that. Love is a drug. Whatever. It just depends. But obviously, sugar's more of a drug, or coffee's more of a drug than sugar is. Even salt is more of a drug. You could overdose on salt and die way faster than you would overdose on sugar and die. If you overdose on sugar, somehow, if it's even possible, you know, I'm going to look that up and put it here if I can. If not, I'll do another video on it real soon. So yeah, definitely make time. Take time out of your busy day. Watch What the Health. Promote What the Health. Take it all away. Veganism is taking over. It makes economical sense. It makes environmental sense. It makes health sense, which funnels back around full circle into the money. We save so much money. It's the pharmaceutical companies and stuff that is losing money. This is 2017. The kids that we're raising now, they're able to see. We can't get away with fooling them and trying to, you know, have these organizations and institutions that are just fucking us over behind our backs, because it's transparency. Transparency is taking over. We know what's going on. We're not going to stand down. We're going to give up buying their shit. And money speaks. And money is all that matters. Do not delay. Watch What the Health today. Like I said, have a party. You know what? Next party you have a birthday party, you have a graduation party. I don't give a fuck. Make it into a, you know, party. If people are going to give gifts, you know, donate to organizations that are promoting this shit. We need help. We were up against the lobbyists, and honestly, Citizens United needs to be fucking overturned. It's beneath pretty much every single problem in the entire country. I don't know if other countries have bills like this or laws like this or whatever the fuck it is, but Citizens United came in, and now the corporations are the only thing that matters to our politicians. So if you're going to join one organization, I honestly promote, like I said, overturn Citizens United. I believe moveon.org. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to try to post about this or talk about it in follow-up videos because it is very important. Everything I learn about, it always comes back to the politicians being able to be bought off by corporations because there's not enough transparency. All we need is transparency. If you had psychic kids growing up, let's say all the kids were psychic and bam, nobody could hide shit from them. All the evil corporations that are manipulating the system, that are using the system, creating the system. That's what they're doing. They are the system. We think of our government as a separate entity, but if you go back and look at history, it's the same thing. Big business was instantaneous. I mean, we don't think about big business being around. We don't think about the horrors of the meat industry applying to other industries, like even the fruit industry, honestly. Migrant workers, I mean, fruit, what is it? Broken bodies. Seth, help me out. Go for helping people, because when you look around, 70% of people are obese and overweight. Another 20 years, it's going to be close to 100 if we don't stop it. What's that going to do to our economy? What's that going to do to the crime that's already going on in our communities? We can focus mentally and emotionally on a positive lifestyle. And I don't think even a lot of vegans spend very much time holding that image in their mind and holding it into their hearts and really thinking that they are making a difference. And that, we're not told that enough. If you are a vegan and you're posting videos and you're speaking out, you're sharing stuff on your Facebook and you're getting ridiculed for it, you know what? I love you and I thank you and I applaud you, because it's fucking hard. It's so hard and everybody's against you, and it's not you. It's hard not to take it personally because you're only human, and it's hard to look at it and really say they're not against you. And sometimes it's fucked up because they are, in every real way, shape, and form. They are. They turn against you. And even the people who totally respect you and know that you do your homework and know that you can argue your way out of a fucking 50 million foot cave or something. I don't even know. Like, the people who have watched you, they still somehow can't figure out how to put it together, but that doesn't mean they never will. If you can do it, if I change my mind from a vegan slandering person, even when I tried to go vegetarian when I was in my early 20s, when I still had really young kids, when my big boys were so tiny, I went vegetarian for 6 months, and somebody said, I'd never met a vegan. I don't think I'd ever even met a vegetarian. I'm in Midwest, Kansas City area, suburbs basically, and wow, somebody who was a little bit older than me, they were a pretty hip person, told me that, they knew some vegans and they were frail and they were pale and they were weak. And that personal experience, I'm not sure if that was real, but I'm pretty sure that it's like every other thing I heard. I hear it, okay, I had this cousin and she was vegan for 2 months and she got really sick and she almost died. So I'm going to tell everybody I know that, because if I ever hear the word veganism, because protein, don't even say anything. Just say, watch the movie What the Health, because it makes all of the arguments in one. I feel like you have different movies, like Cowspiracy was more about the environment. The food movies, Vegucated was kind of I liked Vegucated a lot, and like I said, it got to me because it was a balanced view. It talked about the health and it talked about the environment, and obviously Earthlings and different movies are just that emotional animal side, and this is all of it put together in a quick punch packing, exciting way that, again, makes you want to watch it again, makes you want to share with your friends, makes you wonder why the hell you didn't go vegan sooner. And that's all of us. And that's the bottom line that we always need to remember as vegans. It is easy to know that you're on the moral high ground, because you are. When you're a vegan, you are. That's the bottom line. You do have the moral high ground. But more than having the moral high ground means not being egotistical and bragging about having the moral high ground. When we do that, it pushes people away. It's not what you're saying, it's the way you're saying it. And I am talking to myself because I am so guilty. You guys know I'm exuberant. You know I get emotional. Obviously, this scares people off sometimes. And I need to deal with this on a regular basis. And this is where the facts come in. This is where a nice, fluffy video, like it's not too heavy, you know, it's not like everybody's, if you watched it with a group of friends, like it's not like you guys are going to be like crying for the rest of the night sort of thing. Like this is something you can show people. Bam, it's cerebral, it's emotional, it's everything put into one, but it makes sense. Kudos, like literally, I'm gonna go find every single person featured in that movie and like them, and then I'm gonna find the director and all that stuff, and the guy who did it. Oh shit, I'm just super pumped, as you can tell. And I really feel like this is a huge step forward for vegans. I really feel like this movie is bigger. So, like, get excited if you're not excited.